I, 20M, am attracted to a homeless woman, 22F. I have been helping out at a homeless shelter and I met this one girl who seems really cool, considering what she's going through. Anyway, I had the chance to talk to her and she's a nice girl. But not just that, but she cleans up well. I am not saying that because she's homeless she is automatically unattractive. But you don't always see many attractive homeless people. If you saw her in a coffee shop or something you wouldn't be able to tell that she's homeless. There are also many other great things about her. She's a college graduate. I know she has a stable job and plans on getting an apartment pretty soon. I don't know everything that's going on in her life, but I kind of feel attracted to her. How do I go about this situation? She's homeless. She probably doesn't have very many places to go. So please don't make the shelter an awkward place for her. Wait until she gets on her feet before you try to make a move. You are very likely breaking a ton of rules if you try to date her while you are volunteering at a shelter that provides her with services. It's wildly unethical due to the power dynamics at play. It could also cost the center funding for not having firewalls. If you're that interested, talk to someone who has a history at the organization and/or social services. They'll likely tell you that this is wildly unethical. Though, as someone who used to work in a homeless shelter, please leave it be. If she gets back on her feet and you meet again later on, then that's fine. But you need to stay away from it for now. 1. You two are in vastly different positions in life. She is extremely vulnerable and you shouldn't start a relationship while she is like that. 2. This is hopefully her safe space and she probably doesn't have any other places to go. Or if she does, they may be worse. Don't ruin that for her even if it's unintentional. 3. You do not know what issues she is currently facing, especially since you are just a volunteer. I've seen some clients be very sweet to volunteers and do absolutely horrible things after they leave. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but it's possible she is fighting battles that you don't know about and don't need to be involved in. 4. We would always tell our clients that the shelter is not the place to find love. Literally go anywhere else. She's in a vulnerable position and you're supposed to be in a supportive role. I know we can help attraction, but she's not an eligible person to date. No. Let her find her financial and housing footing. And then, be a friend. If she wants one, she may have more going on the back burner than you can see from up front. She's not, by your description, shown she has any interest in you specifically. She may need help at the moment, of a kind, but she may not need or want what you have to offer. And that's okay. Her choice. And should it come to that, respect it. People have more sides than we can see at once. Be careful. Do the right thing. Let her choose her own way. She cleans up well. Add that to the list of things you never say in your life again. Even worse about a person without a permanent home. Leave her alone. Oh, this could be a little bit delicate. Just remember that if you offer her anything, shelter, paying for food on dates, whatever, she's not really in a place to refuse regardless of what her own feelings are. You don't want to accidentally take advantage of her, and it would suck for both of you in the end if she got into a relationship with you for the wrong reasons. I second other commenters in that you shouldn't make the homeless shelter an awkward place for her. And it probably would be better to wait until she's more stable to try to make a move. If you have the means, maybe you can even help her to get there. As long as anything you do to help is not conditional on whether she ends up being attracted to you. In the meantime, you could get to know her better and make sure of your own feelings too. At worst, you'll make a friend. You talk about her as if you're doing her a favor by finding her attractive. And your sense of superiority to homeless people is really obvious and deeply offensive. You need to leave her alone. Can the homeless shelter not just be a shelter? You have the luxury of not being homeless yourself, and being able to look at people at the homeless shelter as if they're a dating pool, but she doesn't. For her, the homeless shelter is the place to go for food and basics. Just be polite and friendly and don't try to get into her pants. Leave her alone. If she's not into it, you're going to get fired. 1. You very obviously don't respect homeless people the same as you respect people that aren't homeless. 2. It's a homeless shelter. She's there because she has nowhere else to go. Leave her alone. In pursuing her at this time, you would be making the shelter no longer feel like a safe space. 3. You don't always see many attractive homeless people. What is wrong with you? Doesn't your shelter have a policy about male employees harassing women? Leave her alone. She's got enough going on without you. She cleans up real well, is not the compliment you think it is. Don't do it. That's all I can say right now. She probably has all sorts of issues you don't know about. If she gets on her feet and independent, maybe look into romance then. For now, hell no. Plus, you would be abusing a position of power. No. Absolutely don't. Leave her alone. You don't go about it, TBH. The shelter is hopefully a safe place for her to feel comfortable, and you making a move could make it uncomfortable there for her. It also seems pretty unethical. You are supposed to be supporting the people using the shelter's services. It's not the time or place to be worried about romance. You already asked that in another sub, and PPL told you to stop being stupid. What are you expecting now? Go touch her at night. This is unethical. I always think these people most likely are living their rock bottoms, so maybe wait until she gets on her feet a bit more. Also, isn't there restrictions on dating when you are a worker because of the potential to take advantage of someone?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.